What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Again, I do apologize for the sound quality. There is something I'm going to try to do to maybe fix that. Anyways, still on the journey, still learning a lot, still working through all the whole process. But one thing that I want to discuss today with you guys is customer interaction. We did talk about customer interaction last time, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. And here's what I mean. We're going to talk about it from the customer's perspective. Now, I've only had to go to the pharmacy a few times for prescriptions, and it wasn't at the one that I worked for. It was at a different pharmacy. But with that said, so I'm trying to get over here and I'm having a hard time. See if I can scooch up a little bit more. Try to scooch up. So one thing I've learned over the time that I've been with the company I'm at with now is that customers come in and they're going through a whole bunch of different things, right? Most of the time they're very cordial. It's a good conversation. It's a very good experience. It's not that big of a deal, right? But man, oh man, every once in a while you get someone who is coming in hot, right? Like a fajita, except for not something you're looking for. We talked last time about being gracious with people and being kind and stuff like that. That's all good and well, right? Being professional. But I do want to give you just some kind of inside information if you are the customer that comes in and you're just mind is blown, okay? And you're upset, all right? There's a few things going on. If you come in, right, and the doctor just sent it over, or they said they sent it over, I need for you to understand this. They may not have sent it in, right? So you come in and you're tripping out because you think that CVS or the techs at CVS or Walmart or Smith's or wherever, they just lost your stuff or they didn't fill it. I get it. Maybe you don't feel good or you have a loved one who doesn't feel good, but you got to understand that. It may not be the tech's fault or the pharmacy's fault that your doctor, your prescriber never sent it in. I dealt with this so many times. People swear up and down, oh, they said they sent it, never did. Got them on the phone, figured it out. We forgot. There you go. So you have to understand that. Other thing too is insurance. We often need prior authorization from doctors. Doctors need to tell the insurance companies why you need that prescription. Okay? Again, most of the time, not a big deal. Everything goes smooth. Every once in a while, a doctor will call them and be like, hey, we're going to fill this for the patient here, but you haven't done your end. The doctor hasn't told the insurance company why they justify that particular prescription. And then we get blamed for that. No, you. And then you fuss and you cuss. Which, well, I'm gonna get to that here in a little bit. You hoot and holler, but we don't have it, right? We can't fill it unless you plan on paying with cash or using a discount card. That's good. Other besides that, there's nothing we can do. Right? We send a fax to your doctor or the prescriber saying, hey, we're waiting for you. And again, most people understand that. But man, every once in a while you get someone who's just, it doesn't make any sense to them. And you try to explain them as best you possibly can. And we've encouraged them. Call your doctor. We'll call them, but you also call them. And we'll work at this at both ends. And hope to get it figured out. The other thing too is, some people don't understand copays. You try to explain to them, oh, there's a copay now. And people freak out about different things, right? Some people freak out because right now there's some insurance companies who say, well, now we're going to leave you on the hook for $1.60. And I've heard it 1,000 times. I've never paid that before. Where you are now. I can't do anything about that, right? That's a question. That's something for the insurance. You got to call your insurance company. Well, I never paid that before. I totally get that. I do. but you do it now. Well, I can't afford $1.60. Well, then why do you have a bag of Cheetos and a Mountain Dew in your hand? Sorry, I'm venting a little bit, but that's what I see. You can't afford your heart medication, but you can afford the Triple X Flaming Hot Cheetos and a Pepsi. All right. So you gotta work that out. Okay. Again, I'm not here to be mean or rude to anybody who's on the other side of that, who is working that out. I'm not. I'm just trying to get you to understand our position, where we're coming from, right? There was something else too. Oh, I know what it was. I don't know about other places. I can tell you about my experience at where I work at. We have one pharmacist. And this pharmacist works very hard. Very, very, very hard. Harder than any of the pharmacists I've met, okay? And I'm sure y'all are out there, and that's great, but this one is a machine. But you have to realize, they're human. They need to eat. They need to go to the bathroom. They need to sleep. And customers come in and they think you're going to be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So fill it now. It's not how it works. Okay? You got to show some grace there too. Not just grace, but just decency and common sense. If you come in and you're like, why are you on lunch break? I'm going to freak out because you're on lunch break. That's not going to help you. It's not. Or, why are you guys shutting down? You should still be up and running. Like, I want my pills, I want my pills now. Sorry, man, it's not gonna work. It doesn't work that way. We gotta eat. I know that sounds foreign to you, but we gotta eat. We gotta get a chance to take a break every once in a while. Alright, so you come in line, and this can bring me to probably my last point here. Because I know you guys have all experienced it. And this one I understand, but it is what it is. So, let's say for example, the technicians and the pharmacists take lunch at noon. And everybody decided to show up at 11:45. You have 20 people in line, all of them show up at the same time, and all of them have insurance issues. All of them are from urgent care, all of them from the emergency room. They swear up and down that the prescription was just sent in. They don't have any insurance, so you're trying to find them a good discount to help them out. And you're at the end of the line. And lunchtime comes. By law, you gotta shut down. You have to. Your pharmacist has to eat. They gotta take a break. But you trip out because you were in line and you didn't get served. Man, I promise you, like my heart, it breaks for you. But you can't lose your mind over that. You gotta stay composed and be like, all right, I get it. And this may be like a time-sensitive issue. We got things going on. I understand that. But the hours are posted, and it's only 30 minutes. Some days are an hour. I don't know. But you can't lose your mind. I know you want to. Well, I should say this. You can't. If you want to lose your mind, you can. But I'll tell you, at our store, if you're hostile or violent or disorderly, they may transfer you out. They may just transfer you out. And so I've had people come through my line where I'm like, oh, I do apologize. We're gonna shut down. Hours are from this time to this time. Lunch break from this time to this time. Oh, you bleepity bloppity bleepity bloppity. This is a family-friendly show, by the way, so I don't like use profanity. All right. Or they'll come in and they'll say, well, it's supposed to be ready. I had 4 that's supposed to be ready for me. Why don't I have 1? Oh, your insurance rejected the other ones. They never done that before. I want my pills. You, this and harsh words throughout the strike. It's a proper one. Just be cool, right? Just be cool. Now, if you start cussing at me, and I've been cussed at plenty of times at this point now, I'm gonna do my best to help you because I understand you're frustrated and things aren't going your way. And I'm not here to make you upset. I'm not here to make things worse. I'm here actually there to try to make things better for you. But at some point, if you're so belligerent and so irate that there's nothing I can say to do to help you, I'm not gonna transfer you out. But if my boss hears about it, she may transfer you out. And she's super cool. But I've had people threaten me. I've had people threaten me because their pills weren't ready. And I'm like, why are you threatening physical harm on me? And they're like, because my pills aren't ready. Bro. Now I'll say this, and I'm, if I get fired from it, then that's what it is. But if somebody calls over that counter and they try to hurt me, or they try to hurt my people that I work with, we're gonna throw you out the window. Okay, that's just what it is. All right. Physical violence. If you do that, I'm telling you, you're gonna be met with force as well. Okay, we're not gonna sit there and get beat up and curb stomped because some people can't control themselves. That's not how we roll. Okay, and it's a serious thing. Workplace violence, and that's a concern. It is a concern where someone loses their stuff because their pills aren't done and they want to shoot you or stab you or come with that table and try to beat the crap out of you. I've heard stories of this happening where some dude loses his mind and he jumps over the counter and starts pounding on some woman or dude or whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna fly. Again, I'm not there to try to provoke any anger. I'm not there to try to upset you or any of that. That's not my intention. In fact, I've gone out of my way to try to help people who've been verbally abusive towards me. And I try to help them. I do, because I have no idea what they're going through, and I'm trying to take care of them. I am. But that only goes so far, right? It does. So this ended up being a lot longer video than I was hoping, but for the patients coming in who are irate, disgruntled, whatever, I'm just trying to tell you from our side what's going on, and really just advice is to be cool. And I won't lie, like I've seen videos of technicians just rude. They're rude and they're nasty people. So I'm not putting all the blame on the patients. I'm not, because I've seen it from on the other side too, and that's unacceptable as well. If you're the technician and you're just a rude mean person, try to be better, right? Try to be better. Try to show grace there, man. Try to be kind. Again, I'm not saying you should be disrespected or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. But you know who you are. If you're a rough person, you know who you are. And so be kind with grandma, right? So anyways, I've been wanting to put this together for a while. This video is gonna be about 15 minutes long, but maybe some of you guys are feeling the same way I do. Again, I'm not trying to get clicks like that. I'm putting stuff out there because this is just kind of my journey where I'm at right now. I'll probably do some more videos later on about my journey as trying to be certified as a technician, which, by the way, it's a lot. I'm not gonna even lie, it's a lot of work, and so I'm not great at it. I'm still learning a lot, so there's that. But just to give you guys a heads up. So, anyways, hey, I gotta end this up right now. It's already past 15 minutes. God bless, guys. Stay safe out there. If you like what you're hearing, great. If you don't, man, it's a bummer. But I'm just putting always, take care, you guys. Stay safe. God bless. We'll see you another time.